Anyone from online confirm? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. People are joining. Let's wait for 5 more minutes. Meanwhile, if you have any doubts in my last class, you can ask. Any doubts? Any doubts? Can I proceed? Hit on thumbs up button. Okay. Golden rules of accounting. I asked you to revise this part. I also mentioned that this is the foundation for forming journal entry. If you don't know these rules, you cannot form a journal entry, correct journal entry. Okay. Before passing these journal entries, let's accounting principles, concepts, and conventions. You should know this background of these accounting concepts. Means what are accounting principles? What are accounting principles? Say for example, there are two different accountants and they want to account as per their own way. There is no standard. There is nothing guiding the accounting profession. So they wanted to follow as they like. Is it allow? Do you think that then the financial statements prepared by both the accountants are comparable? Do you think comparable? No. No. Correct, Dikshita. No. No. Yes. No. That's why we call it as generally accepted accounting principles or policies or whatever it may be. So there should be some uniformity for comparing. Okay. So these are the certain ground rules you should know before you go for accounting. Okay. See the here business entity concept. First one, money measurement concept, periodicity concept. All these are available in your book. Huh? I'll explain one by one. Accrual concept, matching concept, going concern concept, cost concept, realization concept, dual aspect concept. Okay. Now, if you say principles, accounting principles means general ground rules every accountant has to follow. These are divided into two types. One is accounting concepts, the other is accounting conventions. Okay. All these are concepts till here. Accounting concepts. these three are accounting conventions. You can check in your book, there is a theory part. I mean, initially conservatism, consistency, materiality, and there is full disclosure also. One thing is missing in this chat: full disclosure. Page number 8 in my book, you can see once. Okay, these are the different accounting principles put together, accounting concepts plus accounting conventions. So what are accounting principles? I am repeating once again, the ground rules is the accountant has to follow before starting accounting. Okay, so these till here, till dual aspect concept, it is all these are accounting concepts. We have four accounting conventions. I'll explain one by one. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 accounting concepts. Okay, let's go one by one. Very important concept. First one, business entity concept. Business entity concept, what business is telling, I mean what this concept says is that business is separate from its owner. In the books of accounts you should treat owner is different, business is different. Although he is sole proprietor, he is the sole owner of the business. In the eyes of accounting or from the purview of accounting, both are different. Both of them are different. Business is different, owner is different. That's why in the books of accounts you maintain capital account, drawings account, because of this business entity concept. कैश लेके आया था बिजनेस में, कैपिटल इंट्रोड्यूस किया था, कैपिटल इंट्रोड्यूस किया था बिजनेस में, तो बिजनेस में एंट्री होगा बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैपिटल अकाउंट और कैश अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैपिटल अकाउंट. तो कैपिटल अकाउंट क्यों हो रहा है? बिकॉज कैपिटल इज ट्रीटेड एज ए लायबिलिटी एंड बिजनेस हैज टू पे बैक टू इट्स ओनर in the future. That's why in the books of accounts capital account is opened in the books of accounts separately. Although he is the owner, you have to open a capital account. Capital account signifies that this balance needs to be repaid to the owner. Okay, it is a liability to the business. Why liability? Because business has to repay. Why? Because of this concept, business entity concept. In the eyes of accounting or from the purview of accounting, owner and business both are different. You cannot say both are same. Clear with this concept? Any doubt? Hit on thumbs up button. Yeah, very good. Dual entry concept. This is another important concept. किसी भी एंट्री तुम रिकॉर्ड करोगी जर्नल में, whatever any sort of entry which you are recording in the journal, for every debit there should be an equivalent corresponding credit. That is the main theme of this concept, dual entry concept. डेबिट होगा तो इक्वल एंड करस्पॉन्डिंग एग्जैक्टली क्रेडिट होना चाहिए, दोनों एग्जैक्टली बैलेंस होना चाहिए. दो डेबिट एंट्री लिखा है तो दो क्रेडिट एंट्री, मतलब अमाउंट पुट टुगेदर क्रेडिट शुड बी मैचिंग. फॉर एवरी डेबिट देयर शुड बी एन इक्वल एंड ऑपोजिट और इक्वल एंड करस्पॉन्डिंग क्रेडिट. सो दिस इज ड्यूअल एंट्री कॉन्सेप्ट. एग्जाम्पल, कैश मतलब कैपिटल इंट्रोड्यूस किया था 1 लाख बिजनेस में, कैपिटल इंट्रोड्यूस किया था बिजनेस में, एंट्री क्या होगा? कैश लेके आया था समझ लो, या बैंक बैलेंस कैश अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैपिटल अकाउंट, ठीक है, और आई विल चेंज दिस वन सेकेंड, आई विल चेंज द एंट्री। क्या किया था, थोड़ा सा गोल्ड लेके आया था 50,000, कैश लेके आया था 50,000 कैपिटल में, कैपिटल के रूप से क्या किया था, गोल्ड लेके आया था। दिस इज ए करंट एसेट, यू कैन से दिस इज ए करंट एसेट, बिकॉज गोल्ड कभी भी बेच सकते हो, ऐसा ना, टू कैपिटल अकाउंट। अभी डेबिट कितना हुआ था, ये डेबिट है, ये डेबिट है, ऐसा ना, these two are debits. So for every debit or for every credit, so put together it is 1 lakh, समझ गया। so कैपिटल में कितना आएगा, 1 लाख होगा। तो हर एक ट्रांजैक्शन में, एवरी ट्रांजैक्शन हैज टू एस्पेक्ट्स, डेफिनेटली डेबिट क्रेडिट होना चाहिए, दिस इज क्रेडिट। फॉर्मेट वगैरह विल सी लेटर ऑन, ओके। सो कितना एग्जैक्टली डेबिट है उसका ऑपोजिट क्रेडिट, नॉट नेसेसरली कितना डेबिट से उतना क्रेडिट्स होना चाहिए, नॉट नेसेसरीली, अमाउंट शुड बी इक्वल, ओके। दैट इज द थीम ऑफ दिस कॉन्सेप्ट। क्लियर विद दिस कॉन्सेप्ट। ओके, नेक्स्ट कॉन्सेप्ट्स के लिए एक एक देख लेते हैं। ये हो गया ना, बिजनेस एंटिटी कॉन्सेप्ट हो गया था, ज्यूअल एस्पेक्ट कॉन्सेप्ट हो गया, मनी मेजरमेंट कॉन्सेप्ट क्या था, मनी मेजरमेंट कॉन्सेप्ट। मनी मेजरमेंट कॉन्सेप्ट क्या था, एनीवन? मनी मेजरमेंट कॉन्सेप्ट बुक्स में कभी, आई मीन whenever you record in, I mean in the journal, you never record 15 kgs raw material, okay, 1 kg gold, 1 kg gold, 5 lakhs cash, okay, yeah, 1000 liters finished goods. No, you can never record in such manner. All these should be converted into one common value, which is called money. I mean, you should measure in terms of money. You should be able to express that into rupees. Say example, in India you should express that into rupees, and you are in US in dollars, okay. All these 15 kg raw material, एक मतलब हर एक केजी का एग्जाम्पल 10 रुपीज है, तो 15,000 होना चाहिए रुपीज में। 1 केजी गोल्ड है तो आज के दिन में कुछ 1 करोड़ कुछ है इसका वैल्यू, तो 1 करोड़ आना चाहिए। 5 lakhs कैश, 5 lakhs कैश रहेगा, तो 1000 लीटर्स फिनिश्ड गुड्स है, हर एक लीटर का समझ लो कुछ 10 रुपीज है, तो 10,000। ऑल शुड बी measured in terms of money, in rupees. Clear? Okay. Any doubts? If you have any doubts, you can raise. Next, money measurement हो गया था। Next, periodicity concept. What is this? Periodicity concept means You have started business on 1st of January 2026. Okay. When will you close the books? After 3 years, after 4 years, after 5 years, after 1 year? Anyone? Anyone? Online? Periodicity or accounting period concept, you can say. Anyone online? Fast. Sir, 1 year, 1 year. Okay. Yeah, ideally it will be 1 year. Means your business might be following going concern in the sense it has no intention to suspend or cease the business in near future. So it will continue. It is going on for years together. But what the accounting says, I mean the what the rules of accounting says, ground rules of accounting says, you cannot determine profit only at the end of the completion or seizure of the business. You have to divide your accounting period into different parts. Okay, it depends on your periodicity. Assess the periodicity yearly. I am going to finalize my books of accounts yearly. That is what periodicity concept says. Yearly. Example, Income Tax Act, or you can say Companies Acts. Generally, all the companies regularly follow quarterly accounting. The quarterly they'll publish the results. If it is a listed company, quarterly they'll publish the results. हर क्वार्टर में मतलब फॉर एवरी 3 months. ओके. ईयरली भी मतलब ईयरली एक बार भी फिगर्स देता है, मतलब हाफ ईयर क्वार्टरली देगा, फिर नेक्स्ट हाफ ईयरली फिगर्स भी देगा इंक्लूडिंग दैट क्वार्टर, नेक्स्ट 9 months का देगा फिगर्स इंक्लूडिंग विद दैट क्वार्टर, नेक्स्ट ईयरली फिगर्स भी देगा इंक्लूडिंग विद दैट क्वार्टर, मतलब फॉर द 3 months एंड फॉर दैट एज ऑन डेट वैसा भी देगा. ठीक है. सो दैट आई मीन dividing your accounting period into 1 year, 3 months, that is what periodicity concept says. You should not wait till the end of the business. Clear with this concept also? Any doubts? Okay. Next, accrual concept. Accrual concept exactly opposite is cash concept. Okay. Cash, what is this? Cash concept. Anyone? Any idea about this accrual concept? Any guess? Any thought? Any random guess? Anyone? Ping in the chat if anyone has any guess or any thought. Accrual. No. Means all the cash and credit transactions are recorded, not only cash transactions. Cash concept is exactly opposite. Only cash transactions are recorded. Credit transactions are not recorded. Example, कैश परचेजेस, कैश दे के पेमेंट किया था वही रिकॉर्ड करेगा. क्रेडिट में परचेज किया है, जब पेमेंट करेगा तभी रिकॉर्ड करेगा. ठीक है. दैट इज कैश कॉन्सेप्ट. लेकिन एक्रूअल कॉन्सेप्ट इज क्वाइट डिफरेंट, बट आर अकाउंटिंग विल डिपेंड on this concept only, accrual concept. Transactions are recorded whenever they are incurred, not whenever they are paid or received. This is what accrual concept says. Means expenses are recorded in the books whenever they are incurred, but not whenever they are paid. Okay. Example, बिजनेस रेंट पेमेंट कर रहा है. ठीक है. रेंट पेमेंट कर रहा है, समझ लो पूरा साल का दिसंबर में पेमेंट करेगा. but you should record in January. Every month you should record the rent. Okay, entry क्या होगा? Rent account debit to rent payable account or landlord account. Rent expense you are booking in the books of accounts even though you are not paying. Okay. Similarly, in case of incomes are recognized when they are earned but not when they are actually received. जब भी earn करेगा तुरंत recognize करना है. Receive करेगा कि नहीं करेगा, that does not matter. This is what accrual concept is. Okay, because of these accrual concept only we have prepaid expenses, outstanding expenses, we have accrued income and income received in advance. These four categories or nature of expenses or incomes, whatever you can say, is because of this concept, accrual concept. Any doubts till now? Any doubts or clear? Hit on thumbs up button if you are clear. Please be interactive. Okay, try to ask questions. Please be interactive, then only I can share much knowledge to you people. Okay, no doubts. Yeah, very good. I can see lot of messages, thumbs up messages. Yeah, matching concept. What is matching concept? Matching concept whenever you are recognizing income in any particular accounting period, corresponding expense also you should recognize at the same time. That is called matching concept. In P&L account, whenever you are booking something on the credit side, उसका corresponding expense अगर incur हुआ तो उसका corresponding expense उसी period में book करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, that is what matching concept says. Don't try to defer your expenditure to the next period or book it in advance. Book it at the correct time. जब इनकम हुआ था उसका करस्पॉन्डिंग एक्सपेंस भी तुरंत बुक करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, एग्जाम्पल, कुछ बैंक में फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट डाला. ठीक है, बैंक में फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट डाला, स्टेटमेंट लिया है तो इंटरेस्ट मिल गया. ठीक है, इंटरेस्ट मिल गया था, वो इंटरेस्ट पूरा तुमने विथड्रॉ कर लिया तो थोड़ा बैंक चार्जेस लग गया था. कैश में विथड्रॉ किया, यू कैन एज्यूम बैंक चार्जेस हो गया. ठीक है, तो इफ यू आर रिकॉग्नाइजिंग इनकम यू शुड आल्सो रिकॉग्नाइज दैट बैंक चार्जेस. यू शुड नॉट डिफर. Clear with this example. Say for example 5,000 is the fixed interest income and 50 rupees is the bank charge, then 4,950 is the net income. Clear? Clear? Hit on the thumbs up button if you are clear. If you have any doubt you can ask. Yes, very good. Going concern concept, as I explained already. Yeah, someone is asking question. Sir, can you explain it again? This matching concept. First January से, say for example take 3 months, 31st March तक FD डाला 1 लाख. 1 लाख में इंटरेस्ट आया था 5,000 रुपीज़. ओके, 5,000 रुपीज़ बैंक तेरा सेविंग्स अकाउंट में क्रेडिट किया है. ठीक है, तुमने विथड्रॉ करने के लिए गया बैंक में, विथड्रॉ करने के लिए थोड़ा चार्जेस है, बैंक चार्जेस. सो दिस चार्जेस आर रिलेटिंग टू योर इनकम. You are recognizing the income. I mean talking from the business point of view, not personal proprietor point of view. बिजनेस के पास थोड़ा आइडियल कैश है तो फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट डाला, that is an investment to the business. तो उसमें इनकम आया था फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट 5000, तो उसके करस्पॉन्डिंग बैंक चार्जेस भी है, ठीक है. तो 5000 माइनस 50 मीन्स इन पी एंड एल, in P&L side, when profit and loss account, you recognize income as 5000 interest income. In the same period you should, for that 3 months only, you incur the bank charges also. Okay, you should recognize bank charges also as 50 rupees. That is what this matching concept is telling. Corresponding expenses you should recognize in that same period, in that same accounting period. Clear? Yeah, Jigesh Patwari. Yes, clear. Yeah. Okay. Going concern concept. As I already mentioned a few minutes back, going concern. Business is generally started with an intention that the operations will not suspend or cease in the near future. It is expected that business will continue for an indefinite period of time. है कि नहीं? Whenever when any person starts a business, he will not think that after 10 days I am going to stop the business. No, no proprietor or partner or any owner will think in that manner. So accounting also says, I mean the fundamentals of accounting also says, you should assume that business will continue for an indefinite period. Okay, that with that assumption you should draft your books of accounts. You should draft your journal entries in such a manner. Okay? Clear? Yeah. Next. Cost concept. Cost concept. What is cost concept? Example, when I started the business, I brought capital, okay, and with that capital I purchased one building, okay. Say for example I purchased the building for some 10 lakhs, but its market value is 12 lakhs, okay. At what price do you record in the books of accounts? Anyone? Any guess? Anyone? 10 lakhs or 12 lakhs? Ping in the chat window. 10 lakhs. Dikshika Datta is telling 10 lakhs. Okay. Any other opinion? Sir, can you repeat the question please? Yeah, question I am telling. I bought a land, I mean business. I in the sense business. Business bought a land for 10 lakhs. Okay, but its market value is 12 lakhs. So in the books of accounts, when you record this transaction in the books of accounts, it is an event definitely, but it is also a transaction, okay, which can be recorded in the books of accounts. We have discussed this in the earlier class. So while recording this transaction, at what amount do you record in the books of accounts? For 10 lakhs or 12 lakhs? 10 lakhs. Vikram Das, okay, 10 lakhs. Patwari is also telling 10 lakhs. Yeah. Any other opinion? Yes. You should record it for 10 lakhs only. The amount you paid, that only should be recorded. This is called cost concept, okay, because your cost is 10 lakhs only. You purchased it for 10 lakhs. Your historical cost in the sense what actual payment you are making while purchasing some asset, that value only you should record in the books of accounts. So later on, after 10 years, you are revaluing the assets, that is different. We'll discuss that later on. Okay, initially when you are recording, you should record it for 10 lakhs. Later, if you feel that it is a permanent increase, there is a separate accounting standard for it, accounting for fixed assets, or you can say PPE, property, plant and equipment. There it is mentioned if it is a permanent increase, you can revalue your asset later on, but if that, I mean, if there are certain conditions that has to be fulfilled. Okay, but for now understand that always in the books of accounts transactions are recorded at cost. Okay, clear? Not market value or something. Any doubts till now? Very good. Realization concept. Realization concept. You should recognize revenue or income in the books of accounts only when it is certain. Certain in the sense when you are sure short, you have this, you know that this revenue surely I am going to receive, then only you should recognize. Certain, when there is certainty. Okay, example, मुझे एक कस्टमर से ऑर्डर आया था सप्लाई करो बोल के. Mere receipt of an order from a customer does not imply that you will receive the amount. Okay, upon receiving the amount only you should recognize the income. Okay, because there might be, then there is no certainty. Concept of realization talks about how much of the revenue should be recognized. It says amount should be only to the tune of which it is certainly realizable. Order receive करेगा सिर्फ, that does not imply that you are going to supply. सेल्स, उसको सेल्स ऑर्डर बनाना है, उससे थोड़ा सिग्नेचर कुछ लेना है, एग्रीमेंट कुछ बनाना है, तब सर्टेन हो सकता है. ठीक है, वो कॉल किया था फोन पे, हाँ मुझे इतना चाहिए, बस तुरंत तुम आप लोग रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं करना है. ओके, इन बिजनेस टर्म्स जनरली दे रेज सम सेल्स ऑर्डर, देन दे विल रिकॉग्नाइज द रेवेन्यू. ओके, certain businesses when they give the sales order and then when they raise the invoice, then only they will recognize the revenue. Okay, when at what point of time the business is certain, then only you have to recognize the income. Clear? फोन पे बोल दिया था इतना इतना भेजो, नहीं. Mere receipt of an order does not signify certainty. Okay, so there should be something. Example, you enter into an agreement or you give the invoice and the invoice has been accepted or received by the other person, then it means that sale has happened. Okay, then it signifies the legal transaction. Clear? Any doubts here? Any doubts till now in any of the concept? You might receive for 4 marks or 5 marks. Okay, I have the suggested answer, I mean I have the last 6 attempts papers also. I'll show you later on. Okay, I'll show you later on, but be careful, huh? Whatever I am teaching, these are important. Any doubts till now? This part you will generally receive in multiple choice questions, which is a compulsory question, you cannot avoid. Clear? Any doubts till now? If you have any queries, you can raise. Okay, I can see lot of thumbs up message. Okay, fine. Yes, okay, very good. Next, coming to accounting conventions. These 3 are conventions, 4 conventions. There are total 4 conventions, starting with conservatism. This is a very important convention. Okay, conservatism concept or convention, both are same, but I mean there is a thin line of difference, you can ignore about that. Okay, convention मतलब क्या है, मतलब conservatism और AS2 में है इन्वेंट्री वैल्यूएशन कैसे करेगा, दोनों का मीनिंग एक ही है. कंजर्वेटिज्म क्या है इस कॉन्सेप्ट का और कन्वेंशन का मीनिंग? दिस इज ऑल्सो नोन एज डॉक्ट्रिन ऑफ प्रूडेंस. व्हाट इज दिस? Doctrine of prudence. Note it down, you may get for MCQ. What does this concept or convention says? Account for all possible losses which you may incur in the future, but not for future gains. Be conservative while accounting in the books of accounts. Be conservative. फ्यूचर में कुछ लॉसेस आ सकते हैं, थोड़ा सर्टेनिटी, थोड़ा प्रोबेबिलिटी है, सर्टेनिटी है, देन रिकॉग्नाइज इट टुडे इटसेल्फ. ओके, बट फ्यूचर में कुछ गेन्स आएगा, तुमको पता चल गया, सर्टेनिटी है, बट डू नॉट रिकॉग्नाइज इट नाउ. वेट टिल द एक्चुअल गेन्स आर incurred or accrued. This is what conservatism concept or prudence concept says. ओके, एग्जाम्पल कुछ क्या बोल सकता है? अकाउंट फॉर ऑल पॉसिबल फ्यूचर लॉसेस बट नॉट फॉर फ्यूचर गेन्स. एक एसेट परचेज हो, एक एसेट सेल करने वाला है, ठीक है. सेल करने में मतलब मार्केट में उसका उस एसेट का थोड़ा डिमांड है, तो इसलिए हम गेन में मतलब प्रॉफिट में सेल कर सकते हो. हमने जस्ट इस साल में हमने जस्ट क्या बोलते हैं, पार्टी को इंटीमेट किया था सेल करने के लिए. पार्टी ने आके देख के एसेट को, हाँ अच्छा है ठीक है इतना वैल्यू देंगे बोल के चले गया. You know that there is a profit involved in that transaction, but don't try to recognize it right now. Okay, but loss है, मतलब यही same example if you are going to sell it for loss. Although, say for example, he visited your business premises or godown where the asset is located in March. So generally your accounting year starts from 1st of April to March. So he has visited and he has checked the asset. Okay, you I mean the asset, he has verified the asset. मार्च में आके चेक किया था, चले गया. तो अगर गेन हो रहा है तो डोंट रिकॉग्नाइज इन दैट ईयर, बट इफ देर इज लॉस in that transaction, say for example asset, its book value or cost, you can say asset value is 1 lakh. दो सिनेरियोस मैं बता रहा हूँ, केस 1 केस 2. बायर ने आके चेक करके गया था, शशि नेटवर्क क्लास कर सकता है ना. हाँ, केस 1 में है 1,10,000 पे वो लेके जाएगा, एग्जाम्पल समझ लो, इफ इज टेकिंग. क्लास केस 2 है वो 90,000 में लेके जाना चाह रहा है. In case 1, don't try to recognize the profit in this year, but in case 2, you know that in the next year this asset needs to be sold for a loss of 10,000. Then you should recognize that 10,000 in the current year itself, because there are facts and circumstances that signifies future loss, but this conservatism concept says you should recognize the loss today itself. Clear? Oh, now you can hear me, right? Yeah. So there I was mentioning two cases. 1 lakh is my asset value, book value, you can say book value of asset. I mean the value at which my, I mean this asset is showing in my books of accounts. Okay. If I sell this asset worth of 1 lakh for 1,10,000, पार्टी आके देख के गया था, सेल एक्चुअली हुआ नहीं, वो लेके नहीं गया. सो वी आर सिटिंग इन मार्च राइट नाउ. सो फ्यूचर में 1,10,000 में सेल हो रहा है, तो 10,000 फ्यूचर में प्रॉफिट आने वाला है, पता है, सर्टेनिटी है. ठीक है, वो सेल ऑर्डर दिया था, वो भी साइन कर दिया, लेकिन लेके नहीं गया. अनलेस जब तक लेके नहीं जाएगा हम ये प्रॉफिट बुक नहीं कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, क्योंकि एसेट हमारे पास ही है. तो उस केस में फ्यूचर प्रॉफिट 10,000 है. व्हाट कंजर्वेटिज्म कॉन्सेप्ट इज टेलिंग, यू शुड नॉट रिकॉर्ड दिस 10,000 प्रॉफिट इन दिस ईयर. ओके, वेट till the actual gain or till the actual sale of asset. But in the opposite scenario, if the asset is sold for 90,000, if the same asset is sold for 90,000, you know that in future there is going to incur loss. I mean, due to this transaction you are going to incur loss of how much? 10,000. In that case, don't wait till next year. You should recognize this loss in the current year, at least by provision. You should take some provision to that extent of 10,000. That is what conservatism concept says. Clear? Any doubt here? Yeah. Account for all possible future losses but not for future gains. Clear? This is conservatism concept. You can ignore this AS2 part, we'll see later on. Yeah. Any doubts till now? कंजर्वेटिज्म हो गया. कंसिस्टेंसी, कंसिस्टेंसी एक कॉन्सेप्ट क्या फॉलो बोलते हैं. दिस इज ऑल्सो वन इम्पोर्टेंट कन्वेंशन और कॉन्सेप्ट. यू कैन से कंसिस्टेंटली अकाउंटिंग प्रैक्टिसेस अडॉप्ट कर लो. एग्जाम्पल, इन्वेंट्री क्लोजिंग स्टॉक, इन्वेंट्री होने से जनरली स्टॉक रहने से क्लोजिंग स्टॉक रह जाएगा, क्योंकि बिकॉज द होल स्टॉक विच यू आर परचेजिंग और विच इज लेफ्ट इन योर गोडाउन मे नॉट बी सोल्ड till the end of the accounting year. Some closing stock will definitely be there. In such cases, you need to value the closing stock. जितना स्टॉक बच जाएगा उसको भी वैल्यू करना है बुक्स में, तभी एक्चुअल प्रॉफिट कितना होगा पता चल जाएगा. ओके, सो व्हाइल वैल्यूइंग द इन्वेंट्री, क्लोजिंग इन्वेंट्री, एक साल में वो क्या किया था, फिफो मेथड यूज किया था. मतलब पहले जो खरीद लिया वो पहला सेल हो गया बोल के वैल्यू कर दिए इन्वेंट्री को. आई मीन treating that the first inventory, FIFO, first inventory which comes into the godown, that has to be sold first. So the leftover stock will be definitely be from the last lot. Okay, last or prior last lot. Okay, FIFO method, they have followed FIFO method for first year, second year, and third year then they suddenly want to change to LIFO method, last in first out. And again in the fourth year they want to come back to FIFO method. No, you should not do that. There should be a strong reason when you are changing such, you should be consistent with your accounting practices. If you change regularly without any reason, then your financial statement will not be comparable with the same entities in the market. So investor might face issue while comparing. Then his decision making might go wrong. Okay, so that's why another example is depreciation you are charging at which method, SLM method. you're moving to WDV method, written down value. This is straight line method. Okay. So 1 year you're following SLM, next year WDV, another year SLM. No, you should not do that. Clear? You should, consistency means follow all your accounting practices should be consistent. Assumptions, कुछ assumption ले रहा है, your assumptions should be consistent, should not change. Clear with this concept? Any doubt? Okay, very good. Next, materiality. Whenever you provide financial statements or any financial information to the shareholders, include all material facts in the financial statements or while recording the books of accounts or while providing the information. Okay. Sir, what are material facts? Any fact that may influence the decision of the investor, that is treated as material. That is simple definition. ये डिस्क्लोज नहीं करने से उसका डिसीजन चेंज हो जाएगा, ऐसा जो भी है मटेरियल है. एग्जाम्पल, बुक्स में एग्जाम्पल, ड्यूरिंग द ईयर गोडाउन में फायर एक्सीडेंट हो गया, तुमने रिकॉर्ड कर लिया स्टॉक लॉस, मतलब फायर एक्सीडेंट से कितना स्टॉक लॉस है, रिकॉर्ड कर दिया बुक्स में. ठीक है. रिकॉर्ड नहीं किया गलत हो जाएगा. वाई? इफ दैट लॉस इज सिग्निफिकेंट, से फॉर एग्जाम्पल, द सेम एग्जाम्पल, गोडाउन में फायर एक्सीडेंट हो गया, ओनली say for example some 100 rupees worth of stock got lost, if rest of the stock is intact, 100 rupees. Say for example the company's turnover is some 10,000 crores, 100 rupees is very nominal. You can ignore such facts. I mean 100 rupees, it does not influence the decision of the investor. Definitely 100 rupees. Say for example loss is some 1 crore or 10 lakhs or 5 lakhs. What is material? It depends from organization to organization. Okay, depending on its turnover. So say for example some the turnover is only 10,000, 100 rupees is material for that. In that case they should disclose. Okay, clear with this materiality concept. All significant material facts should be disclosed to the investors. So what are material? How do you define materiality? If something you're hiding or if something is not disclosed, but because of that the investor's decision might change. Sir, how will it change? 10 lakhs fire accident हो गया, stock ही 15 लाख है, there is stock of 15 lakhs, 10 lakhs और 12 lakhs का stock fire accident में चले गए. इंश्योरेंस क्लेम कुछ नहीं है, इंश्योरेंस सपोज लिया था लेकिन ड्यू टू सम मैनुअल इंटरवेंशन बिकॉज ऑफ दैट फायर एक्सीडेंट और ड्यू टू सम वाइड several reasons there is no claim. So you have to mention, because the business will be disrupted, continuity is affected in the next period because there is no stock, sales are suspended. So then investor might not invest, fresh investors might not invest in the company. Okay, clear with this example? Okay. Last concept is full disclosure. Full disclosure. फुल डिस्क्लोजर मतलब क्या है? Whatever is happening in the business, only the accountant or you can say officers involved or the owner might know. The actual investors might not know. Okay. Sir, in case of proprietor, suppose in case of proprietor, only the accountant is there on that day. When some incident happened, okay, say for example, some theft happened. Okay, only accountant was there, owner was not there. In case of partnership firm, only there is a working partner, rest of the partners are not there on that day. In case of company, only, in case of company, the officers are different, owners are different. Shareholders are different, the officers are different. Ownership is different in case of company. So only the officers know what has happened on that day, theft. Okay, theft happened. Or in the other case, they want to window dress in the sense they want to manipulate the accounts. Something else happened in the books of account, actually transactions happened something else. Say for example, sales इस साल में बहुत कम हुआ था, हर बार 10 crores होता है, इस साल में कुछ 3 crore हुआ है. सो अकाउंटेंट और जो भी ऑफिसर्स इन्वॉल्व है वो लोग ने दे हैव डिसाइडेड टू इन्फ्लेट द सेल्स. हाँ, 3 crores हुआ था, our share value might fall, might go down, so let's show 5 crores, at least 5 crores sales. So they have created some fake sale receipts and they have hike the sales amount to 5 crores. No, you should not do that. Basically, you should be genuine while recording the transactions or while publishing the financial information. That is called full disclosure. You should not hide anything, and it should be genuine, whatever the information you are recording. You should disclose everything genuinely. Full disclosure genuinely. Clear with this convention, last convention? Any doubts till now? Any doubts? These are the basics you should know before accounting. So while you're accounting, some of the concepts, any one of the concept might influence your accounting entry. Okay, might influence your action, action point while accounting. All these will definitely impact. That's what these are the foundation. You can say these are the basics, you can say. Any doubts till now? No? No, sir. Jigyash Patwari. Yeah, no doubts. Very good. Anyone else? Yeah, very good. Next. Very important one. Now you know what is the difference between an event and transaction. You know the basics of accounting. You know the golden rules of accounting. Golden rules of accounting now it is not required, but at least you know the accounting principles, concepts and conventions. You know. Okay, business is different from its owners, dual entry, everything you know. Okay. You have this basic knowledge. Now you should also have this knowledge also. What is this? You are able to identify an event and then you are able to confirm, yeah, this is a transaction I can record in the books of accounts. Now you should also identify one more thing which is called capital or revenue. So what is this? Capital or revenue. This is very important concept. लास्ट 6 अटेम्प्ट्स में 2 अटेम्प्ट्स में इसमें क्वेश्चन आया था. ठीक है, 2 to 3 अटेम्प्ट्स, आई डोंट नो एग्जैक्टली, I'll show you. We will do two sums today from last 6 attempts. Okay, on this. Capital expenditure, revenue expenditure. Any idea about this? Anyone? Any sir? Any guess? Any thought? Any wild guess? Any random guess? Anyone? What is revenue? What is capital? Don't see here. Your basic. Capitals are long-term expenditure. Very good. Any other thoughts? Capital is, one person is telling, Vikram Das, he is telling, sir, capital expenditure means, sir, long-term expenditure. Means, can you explain, Vikram, what do you mean by long-term expenditure? Or can you quote any example of capital expenditure? Anyone? What is revenue expenditure? Anyone?
सर वो कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर जो मतलब एसेट वगैरह खरीदने में यूज होता है, मतलब जिसका वैलिडिटी वन अकाउंटिंग पीरियड से ज्यादा होता है वो कैपिटल
Validity
हो।
in the sense?
मतलब सर मतलब वो जो एसेट का ड्यूरेशन मतलब 1 साल में ही वो खत्म नहीं होता है।
You mean to say useful life?
यस।
Yeah, life of the asset, sir. He is telling, Vikram Das rightly mentioned, life of the asset is not 1 year, sir, or one accounting period. It is spread across different accounting periods. That is not only the prerequisite. He is almost correct, but let me reframe his understanding. Capital expenditure is nothing but the expenditure from which the benefit can be enjoyed for more than one accounting period. The benefit the business should get for more than accounting period. It does not mean, suppose there is an useless asset in the business, its useful life might be 5 years. Okay, but it is not fit for our organization. Then there is no use. You have to write off that asset in the P&L account in that year itself. That should qualify as an asset first. Asset in the sense that benefit the business is getting for more than one accounting period, or you can say more than 1 year. For exactly more than 12 months. More than 12 months. Say for example building, land and building. Business जिसमें बिल्डिंग जिसमें बिजनेस करते हैं, और गोडाउन फैक्ट्री जो भी हो, वो फैक्ट्री हमने खरीद लिया 10 लाख में, और बिल्डिंग हमने खरीद लिया, हमारा बिजनेस चलेगा विदाउट, हाँ उस बिल्डिंग से हमको बेनिफिट कितना साल, एग्जांपल 5 इयर्स मिल सकता है सर, उसके बाद नहीं मिलेगा, मिल सकता है बिल्डिंग में 10 years it can also be, okay, but there will be some useful life for that asset as per Companies Act. Okay, so whenever the benefit from that asset is expected to be more than 12 months, then then that expenditure which you are incurring is a capital expenditure. Okay, sir, why I have to identify between capital and revenue expenditure? Why? Anyone? Okay, first I have given the example of capital expenditure. Let me give the example of revenue expenditure also. Electricity bill, is it capital or revenue? Electricity expenditure, rent expenditure, is this capital or revenue? Revenue. Vikram Das, very good, revenue. Anyone else? Any other thought? Who is saying, sir, no, this is capital? Anyone? No. Okay. Revenue expenditure, electricity, water charges, printing, stationery, these are all revenue, they incur every year. Okay, but the benefit which you receive from that is expected to be consumed within that year. Example, rent, 1 महीने का रेंट पेमेंट किया तो सिर्फ वो 1 महीना के लिए, समझ गया? Electricity, for that month, the benefit, if you are paying electricity bill for that month, you will not get a benefit for more than 1 year. You will get benefit for that month only. Means you can use the electricity for that month only. Clear? Clear? So see the basic difference are enjoyed for only one accounting period. The economic benefits from revenue expenditure are enjoyed for only one accounting period. So this is for more than one accounting period. You can say more than 12 months, less than 12 months. Clear with this? Hit on the thumbs up button if you are clear with the difference. Okay, very good. Now tell me, why should we identify this? Sir, why should I identify whether it is capital or revenue? Will it change? I mean, will the accounting change because of this difference? Anyone? Any idea, anyone? Why should I identify whether it is a revenue or capital? Any guess from anyone? No? Okay. Based on this identification only, you will get to know whether it is an asset or whether it is an expense. There are differences between these two. Okay. Expense है तो that is a revenue expenditure, it goes to P&L. Asset है तो that is a capital expenditure, it goes to balance sheet. Again, I am repeating once again. If it is an expense, it is a revenue expenditure. As per golden rules of accounting, it is a nominal account. I am repeating once again. It is a nominal account. इसलिए P&L में जाएगा. Okay? See the difference clearly here. If it is an expense, रेवेन्यू होगा. सर एक्सपेंस कैसे पता चला? रेवेन्यू नेचर. इफ इट इज इन रेवेन्यू नेचर, सर कैसे पता चला? बेनिफिट लेस देन 1 ईयर है. हाँ ठीक है, एक्सपेंस है. रेवेन्यू होगा तो एज पर गोल्डन रूल्स ऑफ अकाउंटिंग नॉमिनल अकाउंट होगा. तो नॉमिनल अकाउंट के हिसाब से डेबिट ऑल एक्सपेंसेस एंड लॉसेस, क्रेडिट ऑल इनकम्स एंड गेन्स. डेबिट कर रहे हैं लॉस को, ठीक है, इसलिए P&L अकाउंट में जाएगा. नहीं सर, दिस इज कैपिटल, दिस इज एसेट. सर एसेट कैसे पता चला? बेनिफिट मोर देन 1 ईयर है, ठीक है, एसेट होगा तो ये कैपिटल है. क्लियरली कैपिटल होने से क्या होगा? रियल अकाउंट होगा. डेबिट व्हाट कम्स इन, क्रेडिट व्हाट गोस आउट. एसेट है ना, तो वो अकाउंट हो जाएगा, तो ये बैलेंस शीट में जाएगा. समझ में आ रहा है क्लियरली? नेक्स्ट, इनकम. एक्सपेंस बोलो, इनकम बोलो, ठीक है. इनकम, रेवेन्यू इनकम, रेवेन्यू इनकम. एग्जाम्पल, कमीशन. बिजनेस, कमीशन बिजनेस भी करता है तो कमीशन रिसीव किया. मेन बिजनेस कमीशन नहीं है, लेकिन दिस इज ए पार्ट टाइम. ओके, कमीशन रिसीव किया था तो ये P&L में जाएगा, ठीक है, बिकॉज दिस इज रेवेन्यू, हर साल मिलते रहेगा. कैपिटल इनकम क्या था? कैपिटल इनकम एग्जाम्पल, एसेट सेल किया था. माई बिजनेस इज नॉट सेलिंग एसेट्स, बट मेरा बिजनेस में एसेट है एक, तो उसको सेल करना पड़ेगा. दिस इज नॉट रेयर, दिस इज वेरी रेयर. मेरा मेन बिजनेस तो गुड्स सेल करना है, लैपटॉप्स का. मेरा एक सोफा पड़ा हुआ है बिजनेस में, उसको सेल किया, दैट इज ए कैपिटल प्रॉफिट, यू कैन से, ठीक है. शेयर मतलब शेयर्स इश्यू किया था, ऑल दिस. बैंक लोन्स, बैंक लोन लिया था, दिस इज ए कैपिटल एक्सपेंस. कैपिटल यू कैन से, लाइबिलिटी यू कैन से. सो ये लाइबिलिटी हो जाएगा. लाइबिलिटी, ये एसेट या लाइबिलिटी कैपिटल इन नेचर होगा, बिकॉज दैट इज नॉट माई मेन कोर्स ऑफ बिजनेस. Taking loans is not my business, but business ने loan लिया, that you should treat it as a capital item. This is not expenditure, but capital receipt. Okay? Capital expenditure, capital receipt. Revenue expenditure, revenue receipt. Difference समझ गया? Anyone has any doubts? Any doubts? If you have any doubts, or if you can ask me any few random questions, sir ये capital होगा, revenue होगा, क्यों होगा, we can discuss. If you have any doubts, but simple logic is benefit is enjoyed within one accounting period, revenue expenditure है. More than one accounting period, capital expenditure. Receipts देखो, these receipts are obtained by an entity from operations other than regular operations. Example, bank loan लिया था, that is a capital receipt. These receipts are obtained by an entity from day to day operations. Sale किया, laptop business है मेरा, laptop sale किया, that is revenue receipt. Business में थोड़ा cash चाहिए तो bank loan लिया, that is capital receipt. Clear? Any doubts? Any doubts between revenue and capital? Revenue and capital, any doubts? Hit on thumbs up button if you have no doubts. Or if you have any doubts, any particular examples in your mind, sir, whether this is capital or revenue, I can answer. No? Okay, very good. Now let us do 2 questions from past attempts. Okay. You have to tell me the answers, huh? You have to tell me the answer and you have to tell me why. Your first question. This is from December 2025, the very last attempt. They have given this question for 7 marks. Read the question. Anyone from online, any volunteer from online who wants to read the question? Anyone? Vikram, are you there? Vikram?
So clearly visible नहीं हो रहा है question.
Clearly नहीं दिख रहा है?
नहीं sir.
1 second. Now? Now is it visible at least?
Yes sir, visible.
Yeah. Read the question.
Classify the following items as capital or revenue expenditure with proper reasoning.
Yes.
Number 1, an extension of railway tracks in the factory area.
Now tell me whether this is revenue or capital. Anyone online? All the students should ping in the chat. Revenue or capital? First ping whether it is revenue or capital. फैक्ट्री एरिया है. आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू द क्वेश्चन. दिस इज लास्ट अटेम्प्ट में दिया 7 मार्क्स का. कैपिटल रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर है. क्या है? एटलीस्ट कैपिटल रेवेन्यू बोलो विथ रीजनिंग. बाद में जाएंगे. पहले बोलो वेदर इट इज कैपिटल और रेवेन्यू. अनन्या इज टेलिंग कैपिटल. ओके, नेक्स्ट. एनी अदर थॉट? एनीवन?
Capital.
Vikram, what it is?
Sir, capital.
Capital. Rishek is also telling capital. Vikram is telling capital. Any other opinion? So who is telling revenue? Do we have anyone who is telling revenue? No. So now tell me why it is capital.
सर बिकॉज वो एक्सटेंशन वो लॉन्ग टर्म बेनिफिट प्रोवाइड करता है.
यस वेरी गुड, लॉन्ग टर्म है, लॉन्ग टर्म बेनिफिट मिल जाएगा सर. कैसे? आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू. फैक्ट्री एरिया है जहां पे, फैक्ट्री एरिया एक है, फैक्ट्री एरिया, ठीक है. एक्सटेंशन ऑफ रेलवे ट्रैक्स, रेलवे ट्रैक्स है, समझ लो कुछ रेलवे ट्रैक है, अभी इधर तक ही आ रहा है, ठीक है. गोडाउन, ये फैक्ट्री एरिया है, काम हो रहे इस तरफ, ठीक है, कुछ फैक्ट्री में काम हो रहा है इस तरफ, अभी रेलवे ट्रैक इधर तक ही है, ठीक है. उसको एक्सटेंड किया था, उसको एक्सटेंड किया था, समझ लो उसको, ये इधर नहीं है, इधर इधर सोच लो रेलवे ट्रैक है, अभी इधर इसको एक्सटेंड किया इधर तक. पहले क्या होता था, इधर से गुड्स अनलोड होते, मतलब जब भी कुछ रॉ मटेरियल्स है, फैक्ट्री में तो रॉ मटेरियल रहेगा, कुछ मैन्युफैक्चर करना है, तो इधर पहले क्या होता था, इधर तक होता है, तो इधर से गुड्स क्या होता है, किसी कार्टेज में जाके ऐसे जाना पड़ता है. अभी एक्सटेंड कर दिया तो डायरेक्टली इधर से इधर डिस्टेंस कम हो गया. एग्जाम्पल मान लो, मैं बता रहा हूँ, ये जो एक्सटेंड किया था इसका बेनिफिट एक ही साल में मिलेगा. तो वो फैक्ट्री, वो रेलवे, मतलब जहाँ से है, क्योंकि कुछ बिजनेसेस में कुछ रेलवे ट्रैक्स खुद लेकर खुद होते हैं जहाँ से, तो ट्रेन कैन डायरेक्टली एंटर इनटू द फैक्ट्री प्रेमिसेस and unload the goods and it can go. It is flexible. Okay, it can save some charges or something from transport charges or something to the business definitely. So इसका बेनिफिट एक ही साल में मिलेगा क्या? नहीं, डेफिनेटली मोर देन 1 ईयर होगा, क्योंकि वो एक बार ले हो गया ट्रैक, बहुत साल चलेगा. So that's why this is capital expenditure. Very good, all persons guessed it right. So your concept is clear. Very good. Next one, Vikram, second one.
Wages paid to machine operators.
Wages paid to machine operators. What is this, revenue or capital?
सर रेवेन्यू होगा.
रेवेन्यू होगा, यस. वेज जो पेमेंट करता है उस पर्टिकुलर पीरियड के लिए करता है, जनरली डेली लेबर बोलो या मंथली लेबर बोलो, वेजेस जनरली लेबरर्स को पेमेंट, सैलरीज हो तो थोड़ा ऑफिसर्स को पेमेंट करता है, वेजेस बोलने से तो लेबर बोलते हैं. तो ये तो डेफिनेट पीरियड के लिए, इसका बेनिफिट पूरा साल मिलेगा क्या? मोर देन 1 ईयर मिलेगा क्या? नहीं मिलेगा. दिस इज रेवेन्यू, सॉरी. नेक्स्ट, थर्ड वन. If anyone has any other doubt, you can raise. Sir, why this is not capital? You can raise. Sir, I am thinking in this manner. Sir, why not? You can ask me. I'll explain you why that is not capital or revenue. Okay. If you have other opinion, please raise. Next, third one, Vikram.
Third one, sir, installation costs on new production machine.
हाँ, क्या था? What is this one? Revenue or capital?
Sir, capital.
Sorry?
Sir, capital.
Capital, why? Any cost till the asset is ready to use, you have to add it to the ओरिजिनल कॉस्ट ऑफ द एसेट. एग्जाम्पल, 1 लाख मैंने एक एसेट खरीद लिया था, ठीक है, वो लाने उधर से इधर ट्रांसपोर्टेशन चार्ज 10,000 हुआ, अनलोड करके फिर इंस्टॉल करने में एक और 10,000 हुआ, तो 1 लाख प्लस 10,000 प्लस 10,000 यू शुड एड इट टू द कॉस्ट ऑफ द एसेट. दिस इज एज पर AS 10 और यू कैन से इंड AS PP. मतलब एसेट जो भी अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड है वो क्या बोलते हैं, टिल रेडी टू यूज होने तक जितना भी कच्चा है यू कैन कैपिटलाइज इट, यू कैन ट्रीट इट एज कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर, बिकॉज विदाउट दैट एक्सपेंडिचर you cannot run the machine. So that is incidental cost. You have to incur this cost, then only the machine will be operative, then only you will get the benefit. So indirectly this cost is involved in giving you the benefit for more than 1 year. Clear? That's why you should treat it as capital expenditure. Anyone? Any other thought for anyone? Any doubts? Any doubts, Vikram?
Sir.
See here, expenses incurred for extension of railway tracks should be treated as capital expenditure because it will yield benefit for more than one accounting period. Second one, wages paid to machine operators should be treated as revenue expenditure as it will yield benefit for current period only. Installation cost shall be treated as capital expenditure because it will benefit for more than one accounting period indirectly. इसके वजह से indirectly हो रहा है because unless machine install करेगा नहीं करेगा तो machine operative नहीं होगा. Clear? Next.
Materials for extension to foreman's offices in the factory.
हाँ, ये क्या होगा?
Sir, capital.
कैपिटल होगा. सेम लॉजिक इधर देखो, मटेरियल्स फॉर एक्सटेंशन टू शुड बी ट्रीटेड एज कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर. सेम एक्सटेंशन है, ठीक है. फैक्ट्री में कुछ ये कर रहा है, मटेरियल्स फॉर एक्सटेंशन टू फोरमैन्स ऑफिसेस, ऑफिस तक कुछ एक्सटेंड कर रहा है इन द फैक्ट्री एरिया, तो जनरली उसका बेनिफिट एक्सटेंड कुछ इम्प्रूव कर रहा है किसी एसेट में, इसका जनरली इसका इम्प्रूवमेंट होता है, ठीक है. इम्प्रूवमेंट हो रहा है मतलब कैपिटल मान सकता है, ठीक है. नेक्स्ट.
Rent paid for the factory.
हाँ, रेंट पेड है, ये क्या होगा?
The revenue.
रेवेन्यू होगा. दीपिका दीक्षिका दत्ता, यस वेरी गुड, रेवेन्यू होगा. सिंपल चीज है, रेवेन्यू. रेंट, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, सैलरी, वेजेस, ये सब रेवेन्यू होगा. सिंपल चीज है, देखो रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर. नेक्स्ट.
Payment for computer time to operate a new store's control system.
हाँ, क्या था ये? कंप्यूटर ऑपरेटर को कुछ पेमेंट कर रहा है, सोच सकते हो क्या होगा? एग्जाम्पल, कंप्यूटर ऑपरेटर है, उसको कुछ पेमेंट कर रहा है. पेमेंट फॉर कंप्यूटर टाइम टू ऑपरेट a new store sale control system. Although it is a new store sale control system, but you are paying for some computer operator. You can assume in this manner. What will it be? Capital or revenue?
Sir, revenue.
Revenue होगा, definitely. This is a revenue expenditure. Next, wages paid to own employees for building the foreman's offices. कुछ building बन रहा है. Tell me.
Sir, capital.
Capital होगा, very good. Here we are creating an asset. So asset मैंने बोला till the asset is ready to use, जो भी incidental cost, अगर इसको wages नहीं देगा, सर ये तो नॉर्मल हमारा ओन एम्प्लॉई है, ऑलरेडी हम उसको पैसा दे रहे हैं नॉर्मली जनरल एक्सपेंडिचर के लिए, मतलब जनरल बिजनेस के लिए. एग्जाम्पल है, सोच लो एक लेबरर है जो नॉर्मली ड्यूरिंग द डे फैक्ट्री में इधर काम करेगा, नॉर्मली कुछ मशीन ऑपरेटर जैसा, फिर बाद में जाके उधर बिल्डिंग भी कंस्ट्रक्शन करेगा. यू शुड आइडेंटिफाई बोथ सेपरेटली, खर्चा कितना हो रहा है. एग्जाम्पल, हाफ डे इधर रहेगा, हाफ डे उधर रहेगा, तो उसको महीना में पूरा 20,000 दे रहा है, तो 10,000 उसको रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर में चार्ज करना है. 10,000 तक तुम बिल्डिंग का कॉस्ट में ऐड कर सकते हो, समझ गया? बिकॉज दैट पार्ट वेजेस पेड टू ओन एम्प्लॉय, ही माइट बी योर ओन एम्प्लॉय, बट ही इज बिल्डिंग वन ऑफिस देयर, समझ गया? कुछ ऑफिस बन रहा है, कुछ बिल्डिंग बन रहा है उधर, दैट इज एन एसेट. एनी कॉस्ट टिल द एसेट इज पुट टू यूज और रेडी फॉर यूज, उधर तक जो भी खर्चा है पूरा कैपिटलाइज करो, खर्चा करो. सर बेनिफिट क्यों? इसमें कौन सा करने से बेनिफिट है सर? एसेट में ऐड करने से बेनिफिट है कि नहीं? एक्सपेंस करेगा तो पूरा 20,000 एक्सपेंस करेगा तो P&L में जाएगा, योर प्रॉफिट विल रिड्यूस. इफ द अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड इटसेल्फ इज अलाउइंग यू to treat it an asset, then treat it an asset. Yes or no? Everybody wants assets and profits, right? Don't nobody wants liabilities and losses. Yes or no? Yes or no? Convinced? Any doubts? ये पेमेंट फॉर कंप्यूटर ऑपरेटर रेवेन्यू होगा, वेजेस पेड फॉर फोरमैन बिजनेस कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर होगा. क्लियर? यस. सो इफ यू सिंपल क्वेश्चंस है, ऐसा एक बेनिफिट लेस देन वन अकाउंटिंग पीरियड, और मैंने जो एक्सपेंडिचर बोला था इससे बेनिफिट मोर देन वन अकाउंटिंग पीरियड में हो सकता है, उसका एफिशिएंसी बढ़ जाएगा. ऑल दीज रीजंस इफ यू गिव करेक्टली यू कैन गेट 7 मार्क्स. सी लास्ट दिसंबर 2025 में दिस इज योर सजेस्टेड आंसर. दिस इज फ्रॉम द इंस्टीट्यूट. आई हैव नॉट गिवन एनी आंसर. ओके. Now same another question. Any another volunteer, anyone from online who wants to take the chance? Anyone? बर्लिना है कि नहीं? बर्लिना नहीं है. बर्लिना है.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Bharlina, go on, read the question.
State with reasons whether the following capital expenditure or revenue expenditure.
Okay, very good. 7 marks December 2024 में दिया, December 2025 में दिया, 4 में दिया. सर दिसंबर में, नेक्स्ट दिसंबर में ही आएगा, जून में नहीं आएगा. नो, वी नेवर नो. You can expect in June 2026 also. 7 marks. 7.7 marks. Earlier question also 7.7 marks. So 1 mark each. Yeah, go on, Berlina.
Expenses incurred in connection with obtaining a license for starting the factory.
10,000 rupees.
10,000.
Nah, tell me whether it is a capital or revenue. Berlina, what do you think?
Sir, capital.
Capital, why?
Sir, long-term benefit है.
Long term, why long term?
Sir, license तो एक बार ही निकालेंगे.
वेरी गुड. लाइसेंस एक बार ही पेमेंट करना है सर. लाइसेंस नहीं हो तो मैं फैक्ट्री ही सेटअप नहीं कर पाऊंगा. फैक्ट्री इज एन एसेट. फैक्ट्री सेटअप करने के लिए मुझे लाइसेंस पेमेंट करना ही पड़ेगा. तो दिस इज इंसिडेंटल कॉस्ट टू दैट एसेट, एंड दिस एसेट इज गिविंग मी बेनिफिट फॉर मोर देन 1 year. Then ultimately this expenditure is a capital expenditure. Very rightly said. Next.
Rupees 1,000 paid for removal of stock to a new site.
Now tell me, this is a revenue or capital? Understand the question properly. Revenue or capital? इससे कुछ बेनिफिट हो रहा है कंपनी को?
Revenue.
Sir, revenue.
Revenue. Vikram Das is telling revenue. Yes. Berlin is also telling sir benefit नहीं है. Yes, benefit नहीं है. कुछ कंपनी इंटरनल रीजंस के कारण स्टॉक रिमूव कर रहा है कुछ नया साइट में. कुछ मोर देन 1 year कुछ बेनिफिट मिलेगा क्या कंपनी को? नहीं. ये तो स्टॉक मूव कर रहा है. स्टॉक इज इटसेल्फ ए रेवेन्यू आइटम. Understanding? Understanding? Even in place of stock, if they ask you 1,000 rupees paid for removal of asset to a new site, asset इधर से उधर मूव कर रहा है, लेकिन बेनिफिट उस एसेट से बेनिफिट कुछ बढ़ेगा क्या? Because of this expenditure, benefit is increasing. Is the benefit increasing because of this expenditure? Whether it is stock or asset, it doesn't matter. कुछ इंक्रीज हो रहा है कि कंपनी को कुछ फायदा मिल रहा है क्या? Yes or no?
No, sir.
No. Because company is not getting any benefit, but because of some operational reasons, they are moving the stock or asset, you can say, from old site to new site. There is no tangible benefit because of this to the company, which will remain for more than one accounting year. Definitely this is revenue expenditure. Agreed? If anyone has any other opinion, they can place it on the table and we can discuss. Clear? Hit on thumbs up button if you're clear, otherwise I'll move forward. Yeah, very good. Next.
Rings and pistons of an engine were changed at a cost of rupees 5,000 to get full efficiency.
Yeah,
Capital.
Berlina, what is this? Revenue or capital?
Capital.
Capital. Okay. Any other opinion, anyone? Any other opinion,
Revenue होगा.
anyone? Revenue. Yes, Jignesh Patoru is telling revenue. Why? You can unmute yourself, Patovari. Yeah.
सर रिंग एंड पिस्टन्स अगर 3-4 महीने के बाद फिर से चेंज करना पड़ा तो फिर से खर्चा हो जाएगा,
हाँ.
तो फिर से कॉस्ट देना पड़ेगा, तो इससे लॉन्ग टर्म बेनिफिट तो नहीं होगा.
लॉन्ग टर्म बेनिफिट तो नहीं होगा. वाई?
सर अगर 3 महीने के बाद अगर फिर से चेंज करना पड़ा तो फिर से खर्चा हो जाएगा ना रिंग्स एंड पिस्टन्स.
सो ही इज टेलिंग सर ये हर 3 महीने में चेंज करना पड़ता है. दिस इज जनरली मेंटेनेंस कॉस्ट, not a you can say one time cost. Yes, Jigesh?
यस सर.
Yeah. That is one point, but here you can say to get full efficiency. To get full efficiency, मतलब क्या है? This machine is, this engine is capable of giving some 100% out 100% efficiency, which is equivalent to 100 units. Okay, assume. Okay, now to get full efficiency he is spending 5,000, means the existing efficiency is less than 100. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Why it is less than 100? Because of wear and tear, you can say daily the engine is being used. Because of that it got reduced. Because of wear and tear, you can say, because of daily usage, that efficiency might have reduced. Sir, how can you say? Because when you purchase the machine, you will generally see हम machine का capacity क्या है. 100 units produce करेगा तो 100 units देगा, but going on, I mean during the year उसका efficiency बढ़ जाएगा. तो at some point of time, maybe say after 3 months, after 6 months, you have to change the rings and pistons. You can say some bolts or something, some you can say where pistons, where you apply some grease or something, I don't know exactly. Okay, rings and pistons. Because of that, your efficiency is coming to normal now. It is not giving you some extra benefits. Say for example, 100 से 100% efficiency से 150% efficiency नहीं दे रहा है. Already जो कम हो गया था उसको normal में लेके जा रहा है. This is equivalent to your maintenance cost. Okay, so this is a revenue expenditure. Sir, same example, 5,000 मैं 10,000 या 5,000 एक्सप्लेन करूँ, ये efficiency जो है डबल हो रहा है या ट्रिपल हो रहा है, that will be your capital expenditure. Clear with the reasoning? Any doubts? Berlina, do you agree with me or sir no? I still feel it is revenue, sir.
Sir, मैंने capital बोला था.
Sorry, you said the capital, yeah. You are still sticking to that capital answer, or did you convince with my answer?
I'm sticking to capital.
You are sticking to capital. Why? Tell me.
Sir, क्योंकि वो full efficiency पाने के लिए वो pistons और rings
You are expanding.
डाला था.
Yes. To get the full efficiency in the sense you can say 100% efficiency, which the machine is expected to provide, right?
Okay, sir.
Which the machine is expected to provide when you are purchasing it initially. So your initial purchase cost includes that amount. Whenever you purchase, say for example for 1 lakh rupees you purchased, you expect 100 units from that machine. So 1 lakh rupees में already a cost है, but due to wear and tear during the year, वो जो खर्चा हो गया था, जो एग्जाम्पल जो AMC होता है मशीन का मेंटेनेंस जो भी है, एग्जाम्पल आपने कार खरीद लिया था, ठीक है, कार खरीद लिया है, 1 साल के बाद उसको सर्विसिंग करना है, समझ गए, कार सर्विसिंग में दिया था तो सर वो बोला इंजन ऑयल सर चेंज करना है, इंजन ऑयल चेंज करने से ही नॉर्मली चलेगा या माइलेज कुछ मिलेगा या अच्छा रहेगा कार. तो व्हेन यू आर चेंजिंग दैट इंजन ऑयल, डू यू थिंक दैट इज अ कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर?
No, sir.
No, that is definitely revenue expenditure. Yes or no? That comes under maintenance cost. Okay?
Okay, sir.
That's what. I mean, because of changing that engine oil, your mileage does not increase. Your mileage your mileage level comes to your original expected level. Because of that wear and tear, it goes down. The engine oil is already used. So that clearly signifies this example. To get full efficiency, if it was mentioned that the efficiency was increased to 120% or 130 or doubled or tripled, then I would agree this 5,000 should be capital expenditure. I'll add because the company is getting, the business is getting some new benefit out of it, which suddenly till now it was 100% efficiency. Now because of this expenditure it has moved to some 130. So the 30% the company is getting the additional benefit because of this expenditure. So then you can capitalize it. Clear? Convinced at least now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Yeah. You should be very, I expect such sort of conversation with the students. Then only we can understand the reason. See here. Change in piston, rings or piston will restore the efficiency of the engine only, will restore. So you should identify the case clearly, the context of the case. It is restoring the efficiency, it is not adding any new efficiency to the engine. And it will not add anything to the capacity of the engine. 100 units है, तो वो अगर वो machine से 100 units आ रहा है, तो अभी भी 100 ही आएगा. सर क्यों reduce हो गया? That is its normal nature. Normal nature है. कार में इंजन ऑयल क्यों चेंज करना है? तो because that is used already. You have to change definitely. Okay? Clear? Clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. Next.
Rupees 2,000 spent as lawyer's fee to defend a suit claiming that the farm's factory site belonged to the plaintiff. The suit was not successful.
What is this? Revenue or capital?
So capital.
Capital.
Revenue, yes, very good. If anyone has any other opinion, say capital, you can place your points. So why capital? Then I can discuss. 2,000 spent as lawyer's fees to defend a case, to defend a suit. Suit or case is not similar. Okay, defend in the sense someone else has lodged a case against our business. So we are defendants, huh? We are the defendants. Okay? To defend a suit claiming that firm's factory site belonged to the plaintiff. वो जो बंदा जो कंप्लेन दिया था, केस लगाया था, he is claiming that our site is his. ये जो फैक्ट्री साइट है ये मेरा है बोल के वो केस डाल दिया. ठीक है. 2000 बिजनेस ने लॉयर फीस दे दिया. सूट वाज नॉट सक्सेसफुल. क्या है ये? Suit was not successful. This is revenue. Even the suit was successful, that is also revenue. Because इससे कुछ बेनिफिट नहीं मिल रहा है कंपनी. एग्जिस्टिंग जो था फैक्ट्री साइड वो तो हमारा ही है, उसको डिफेंड कर रहा है, उससे कुछ एडिशनल नहीं है. इट इज सॉर्ट ऑफ मेंटेनेंस कॉस्ट. ओके
सर कैन आई आस्क सर, एक डाउट है
सॉरी
सर. मैं कुछ पूछना चाहता था सर.
हाँ हाँ यू कैन आस्क.
सर आई जस्ट वांटेड टू आस्क सर, अगर वो 2000 रुपीज हम नहीं देते लॉयर को,
सॉरी कैन यू रिपीट.
सर अगर वो 2000 रुपीज हम लॉयर को नहीं देते
हाँ
तो सर वो हमारा एसेट का लॉस हो सकता था, मतलब लॉस ऑफ कैपिटल एसेट.
ओके.
तो सर अगर वो कैपिटल एसेट को हम मतलब डिफेंड करने के लिए खर्च करें तो सर क्या वो कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर नहीं होगा?
हाँ ठीक है. I understood your question. So why I am telling it is part of maintenance cost? Because once it is ready for use, जो भी खर्चा है आप तुम कैपिटलाइज कर सकते हो as per AS 10. Okay, keep that in mind. Now after asset is ready to use, जो भी खर्चा कर रहा है, to treat it as a capital expenditure, either it should increase your capacity or there should be some tangible benefit to the company to treat it as a capital expenditure. All other sorts of expenditure you have to definitely charge it to P&L. Clear? अगर सेम केस है तो रेडी फॉर यूज के पहले अगर सेम सूट लगा हुआ है, कुछ लैंड डिस्प्यूट वगैरह, बिफोर कैपिटलाइजिंग द एसेट, देन I can agree with your point, then you can capitalize, but not right now. Clear? Okay, very good.
Rupees 10,000 were spent on advertising the introduction of a new product in the market, the benefit of which will be effective during 4 years.
Now tell me, what is this 10,000?
Sir, revenue.
Revenue, why?
Sir, because the profit is not guaranteed.
Profit is not?
मतलब sir, so this for which reason we are advertising for profit, but the profit after 4 years, it is not a guarantee.
He is telling, Vikram is telling, sir, the benefit of which will be effective during 4 years. The question में clearly बोल दिया 4 years effective होगा बोल के. Still you are telling it as revenue. Any people has any other opinion? This is a particular special case which is called deferred revenue expenditure. Deferred revenue expenditure is the sense expenditure is revenue in nature because we are not getting some asset out of it, but benefit is spread over different years. For example, 4 years here. So this is called deferred revenue expenditure. This benefit can be enjoyed for 4 years, but this is still a revenue expenditure. This is as per AS 26, which is called intangible assets. Okay, as per that, you should not create an asset for such cases. You should treat it as revenue expenditure, and 10,000 you should treat it as revenue and distribute over 4 years. 4 years में 10,000 distribute करो, per year कितना होगा? What is the amount per year? 10,000 distributed for 4 years. What is the amount per year?
2,500.
2,500. This 2,500 you should charge in the P&L. You should treat it as revenue expenditure, but ideally it is deferred revenue expenditure, because 10,000 you are getting the benefit for 4 years, but you should not, this does not qualify for capital expenditure as per AS 26. What is AS 26? Which is guiding these intangible assets. This advertisement expenditure is intangible, yes or no? Can you directly tell me the benefit of this? This is intangible, yes or no? Is this tangible? The benefit is tangible? Can anyone directly correlate? Yeah, because of this expenditure, because of this advertisement only, yeah, this many sales occurred this year. Can anyone directly correlate?
No, sir.
That is not possible. That is impossible. So that's why this, there is certain vagueness in this asset part. So this will be treated as intangible asset. So whenever you treat it as an intangible asset, so AS 26 comes into picture, and AS 26 is telling such sort of advertisement expenditure is deferred revenue expenditure. You take the benefit over the expected number of years. So in this case it is 10,000 is for 4 years, so 2,500 you should charge in this particular year. Clear with this example? I mean, clear with this explanation?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. If anyone has any other opinion, you can ask me. Yeah. Next.
A factory shed was constructed at a cost of rupees 1 lakhs. A sum of rupees 5,000 had been incurred for the construction of the temporary huts for storing building materials.
Now tell me.
Sir, capital.
Capital, how much? What is the amount of capital expenditure? Because there are two amounts involved in this question. 1 lakh and 5,000. Now tell me which one is, what is 1 lakh is treated as capital, 5,000 is revenue, or 1 lakh is revenue, 5,000 is capital, or any other opinion, anyone? Berlina, what do you think?
Sir, both the amounts are capital.
Both the amounts are capital. Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm asking Berlina. Yeah, both the amounts are capital, Berlina.
Sir.
Yeah, okay, definitely I'll agree with this part, 1 lakh. Now tell me why this 5,000 is, you are treating it as capital.
नहीं सर वो नहीं है.
Sorry?
सर वो नहीं है, सिर्फ 1 lakhs ही capital है.
सिर्फ 1 lakh ही capital है. 5,000 you have changed your mind. 5,000 now is revenue.
हाँ सर.
Why? Why revenue?
सर वो 5,000 जो टेम्पररी हट्स बिल मतलब बनाने के लिए लगाया था, वो उसका बेनिफिट तो शॉर्ट टर्म है.
ठीक है. Let me ask you one question. Is the factory shed construction completed till now?
No, sir.
No. Berlina, what do you think? Is the construction completed?
No sir.
No. So asset is not ready for use yet?
हाँ सर.
So जितना भी incidental खर्चा है, we can add to the capital asset, yes or no?
हाँ सर.
So do you think this is this as an incidental expense? Yes or no?
हाँ सर.
So do you think this can be added to the capital expenditure?
हाँ सर.
Yeah. So any you have to see these 2 points. Whether it is creating some asset, yeah, creating asset. So any cost, any incidental cost till the asset is ready for use, the benefit you can avail the benefit. You can add it to the cost. So say for example here, building material जो भी है, example cement you cannot live alone, okay, in some empty ground or somewhere else, because when it rains your cement is no more useful, yes or no? So you cannot store certain materials without any proper structure. You have to store with some structure, okay? So this temporary huts, जो बिल्डिंग कंस्ट्रक्शन हो रहा है उसके बगल में साइड में कहीं पे एक छोटा सा हट बनाया था, तो उसके लिए छोटा 5,000 खर्चा हुआ, बट दिस इज इंसिडेंटल टू दिस बिल्डिंग कंस्ट्रक्शन, अनलेस वो जो हट्स नहीं है तो ये नहीं बन पाएगा. तो यू शुड ट्रीट बोथ एज ए कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर, ओके?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, very good. Next, this is both are capital expenditure. Next,
A pair of bullocks of rupees 5,000 were killed by lightning.
yeah, 50,000. A pair of bullocks of 50,000 was killed by lightning. ये क्या है बोलो?
सर कैपिटल लॉस.
क्या होगा?
Capital.
कैपिटल लॉस.
Capital, yes, very good. This is an asset to that business. बुllocks रखा है मतलब किस चीज के लिए रखा होगा? Any example? बिजनेस में बुलक्स है मतलब I can give two opinions on that, because suppose my business is buying and selling bullocks. Okay, what is bullock? What is a bullock? Huh?
Cattle, male,
Yeah,
male cattle.
yes, cattle. You can say that male cattle. You can say, okay. So if my business is buying and selling bullocks and this bullocks was killed due to lightning, then it is a revenue loss. Okay, definitely. But nothing was mentioned here, so it depends on. I mean, you can give two opinions here. If it is an asset where in that business bullocks are used maybe for transportation or something, then it is a capital loss. If it is an asset, it is a capital loss. If it is stock, then it is definitely revenue loss. Because there is stock lose ho ja raha hai, then it is revenue loss. I can give two opinions here. Not agreeing with the institute's answer here. Livestock is a fixed asset. Because if my business is buying and selling bullocks, then I treat it as revenue loss only. Yeah, bolo. Vikram, you are telling something?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Clear the two 7 marks questions, 14 marks in the last attempts in December 2025, December 2024. Any doubts till now? Anyone? Any doubts? Thank you, Berlina. Thanks for reading the question. Thank you, Vikram, also. Yeah. Still not convinced with any of the question, any of the point, you can still raise. We can discuss. We have 10 more minutes. Very good. I mean, the chat is full with messages. All people are trying to answer the questions. Very good, very good. Very nice environment to see. Yeah, people are participating. I am very happy. Not only participation, people are placing their thoughts also. Very good. Very good. Any questions till now? Should I leave at 2:30 or can I continue? Because the next faculty is expected in, at 4 o'clock, I guess. Some 4 o'clock. I heard some 4 o'clock. Should I continue till 3 or should I leave at 2:30? Depends on you. Ping in the chat, should I continue or should I leave at 2:30? Sir, BLE class at 3. Okay. They have mentioned at 3. Okay, fine. Okay. BLE class at 3. I don't know. I haven't seen the message. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I'll leave at 2:40. I'll leave. Yeah, 2:40. I'll leave. You can take 20 minutes break in between. Okay. Any doubts here before I move into next concept? Before I move into next concept, if you have no doubts, hit on thumbs up button. Let's jump into next concept. Okay, very good, very good. Accounting cycle, very important one. Understanding the accounting cycle is very important. See here. Identifying transactions. What is the stage? Identifying transactions. Why you should identify transactions? Anyone? Anyone ping in the chat? Why you should identify transactions? Everything you can record, right? In the books of accounts. Hello? No one? So we can do a systematic recording of transactions. I understand systematic recording, but money measurement concept. Okay, money measurement. Okay. Then what does it actually signify? Identifying transactions. Anyone? Money measurement, I understand. You are telling that it should be in rupees. Yeah, it is in rupees only. But we don't record everything in the books, right? What is the exception? For classifying. Okay, for classifying in the sense, posting in ledger. Okay. Any other thought? Anyone? Because of the difference between events and transactions. Very good, Dikshika Datta. Very good. She hit the correct answer. Because every event we are not going to record in the books. There is difference between events and transactions. So first list down all the events and then you have to identify the transactions which qualify for entry in the books of accounts. Events you should not record in the books of accounts. That's the reason. Okay, आइडेंटिफाई किया था. बाद में कहाँ में करेंगे? मैंने बताया था. कहाँ पे? रिकॉर्ड कहाँ पे करेगा एंट्रीज को? जर्नल. वेरी गुड. जर्नल. वेरी गुड. नेक्स्ट लेजर में पोस्टिंग करेगा. नेक्स्ट ट्रायल बैलेंस प्रिपेयर करेगा. ठीक है, ट्रायल बैलेंस. सर हमने ट्रायल बैलेंस डायरेक्टली प्रिपेयर करेंगे, वो बैलेंस नहीं करेगा तो प्रॉब्लम होगा ना. तो इसलिए पहले क्या बोलते हैं, थोड़ा ड्राफ्ट ट्रायल बैलेंस बनाएगा. ड्राफ्ट मतलब क्या, थोड़ा सा एटलीस्ट हम इंश्योर करने के लिए हम सब अकाउंट सब क्लियर करेक्टली अकाउंट किया है कि नहीं, इसलिए ड्राफ्ट अनएडजस्टेड ट्रायल बैलेंस बोलते हैं इसको. इसका मतलब क्या था, एक सैंपल ट्रायल बैलेंस बनाएगा. ठीक है, उसके बाद देख लेगा बैलेंस हो रहा है कि नहीं. ट्रायल बैलेंस, हाँ बैलेंस नहीं हुआ है. अच्छा, इसका मतलब है डेबिट क्रेडिट्स मैच नहीं हुआ. टोटल कितना डेबिट्स है, सभी अकाउंट्स का बैलेंसेस डेबिट से डाल दिया. क्रेडिट्स कितना है, टोटल बैलेंस कर दिया. दोनों को टोटल मैच नहीं हो रहा है. ओ, तब पता चला हमने गलती किया कुछ. ठीक है, he will go back and he will see all the journal entries again. He will check all the postings, ledger postings again, and then he will find out some errors. हाँ, मैंने कुछ गलत किया. then he will pass the adjustment entries which is nothing but your rectification of errors. जो एरर हुआ है, एग्जाम्पल क्या है सर एरर का, एरर्स क्या हो सकता है, जर्नल में एंट्री में पास कर दिया है. एग्जाम्पल देखो, जर्नल एंट्री ये पास किया है, रेंट पेमेंट किया था, रेंट नहीं इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल अच्छा एग्जाम्पल होगा, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पेमेंट किया, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एक्सपेंस डेबिट टू कैश अकाउंट, समझ लो 1345 ठीक है एंट्री. लेजर में दो अकाउंट है, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी अकाउंट, कैश अकाउंट. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी अकाउंट में डेबिट साइड 1345 डालना है, ठीक है. कैश अकाउंट में क्रेडिट 1345 डालना है, लेकिन 1354 डाल दिया. ये एरर पॉसिबल है ना? इज इट पॉसिबल और नॉट? When I am posting from journal to ledger, it may so happen that 1345 की जगह में 1354 डाल दिया. Is it possible or not? Yes or not? Hit on thumbs up button who agree with me. Yes sir, this is human error. Quite possible because 1345 1354 ये तो possible है definitely. तो ये डेबिट में तो करेक्ट पोस्टिंग किया है, लेकिन क्रेडिट में फोन बात करते हाँ ठीक है बोलो बोल के 1354 डाल दिए. ठीक है, ये तो पॉसिबल, क्वाइट नेचुरल. अभी ट्रायल बैलेंस बनाएगा, डेबिट है 1345, क्रेडिट है 1354. कितना 9 रुपीज का डिफरेंस है, 9 रुपीज डिफरेंस आएगा ट्रायल बैलेंस में. ट्रायल बैलेंस में डिफरेंस आएगा, ड्राफ्टेड अनएडजस्टेड ट्रायल बैलेंस. इसका मतलब है ड्राफ्ट स्टेज मतलब नॉट एट फाइनल, अनएडजस्टेड मतलब अभी तक रेक्टिफिकेशन हुआ नहीं. क्लियर? अभी पता चल गया हाँ 9 रुपीज डिफरेंस आया. अभी एडजस्टमेंट एंट्री पास करेगा. एडजस्टमेंट एंट्री पास कैसे करेगा? 9 रुपीज रिड्यूस करेगा कैश बैलेंस से. उसके लिए अलग से प्रोसीजर है, हम देख लेते हैं. एडजस्टमेंट एंट्री पास किया मतलब रेक्टिफिकेशन कर दिया. अभी ड्राफ्टेड एडजस्टेड ट्रायल बैलेंस मतलब अभी ड्राफ्ट स्टेज में है, अभी चेक कर लेगा ट्रायल बैलेंस टैली हो रहा है कि नहीं. हाँ टैली हो गया. अभी ये फाइनल मान लो. क्लोजिंग द बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स, ड्राफ्टिंग द फाइनल फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स. क्लोजिंग द बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स मतलब क्या है सर? क्लोजिंग एंट्रीज एक होगा. क्लोजिंग एंट्री मतलब क्या है? जो भी नॉमिनल अकाउंट्स है, एक्सपेंस अकाउंट्स सब ट्रांसफर कर देगा ट्रेडिंग पीएनएल अकाउंट में, उसको क्लोजिंग एंट्री बोलते हैं. ये सब है. और क्लोजिंग स्टॉक वैल्यूएशन होता है, डिप्रिसिएशन पोस्टिंग होता है. ये सब क्लोजिंग द बुक्स का एंसिलरी एक्टिविटीज है. ये सब कर देगा, फाइनल रेडी हो गया, फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट ड्राफ्ट कर देगा, ट्रेडिंग पीएनएल बैलेंस शीट बना लेगा. क्लियर विद दिस? एनी डाउट्स हियर? यू कैन आस्क. Any doubts till now? Okay, this is accounting cycle. Okay, this is accounting cycle. इसके ऊपर भी एक क्वेश्चन पूछा है, थ्योरी क्वेश्चन. कहाँ पे देखो, ये तो कॉन्सेप्चुअल फ्रेमवर्क है, कल हमने डिस्कस किया था. कॉन्सेप्चुअल, लीगल, इंस्टीट्यूशनल, वो सब फ्रेमवर्क हमने डिस्कस किया था, उसके ऊपर है. कॉन्सेप्चुअल मतलब ऑब्जेक्टिव्स है कंपनी का, मतलब बेसिकली रिपोर्टिंग का ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है उसके बेसिस पे बनाना. इसमें 3 मार्क्स दिया था. सिमिलरली लीगल फ्रेमवर्क में दे सकता है, कंपनीज एक्ट फॉलो करना है वगैरह वगैरह. इंस्टीट्यूशनल ये जो था आईसीए स्टैंडर्ड्स फ्रेम करने का दिया था ना, मैंने बोला है. और दूसरा क्या था? रेगुलेटरी फ्रेमवर्क, आरबीआई, सेबी, ये सब इन्वॉल्व होने वाला. ठीक है, ये सब थ्योरी में दे सकते हैं. 3 मार्क्स का दिया था कॉन्सेप्चुअल फ्रेमवर्क में. देखो अकाउंटिंग साइकिल के ऊपर दिया 4 मार्क्स, कब? जून 2023 में। स्टेजेस ऑफ अकाउंटिंग साइकिल जो मैंने फ्लो चार्ट बताया था उसके ऊपर दिए, ठीक है। क्लोजिंग ऑफ बुक्स, ड्राफ्टिंग ऑफ फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स, एडजस्टेड ट्रायल बैलेंस, वो सब है, देख लीजिए। एडजस्टमेंट एंट्रीज, रिकॉर्डिंग, आइडेंटिफाइंग ट्रांजैक्शंस, एवरीथिंग क्लियर। Clear? Any doubts till now? Everyone should hit on the thumbs up button. Those who are not hitting, I'll assume some questions you should ask me. Okay, very good. जून 2023 में 4 मार्क्स में दिया है ये। Next, yeah, I am almost at the end of my class, okay. Before leaving, I wanted to give some homework, okay. Based on your knowledge, try to prepare till balance sheet. You need to form, this is a simple example, very simple classic example. I'll explain you the question, just only 6 entries, post the journal entry, pass the journal entries, पोस्ट टू लेजर्स, कितना लेजर अकाउंट्स आएगा टोटल, कल कोई मुझे बताना पड़ेगा। ट्रायल बैलेंस बना लो लेजर से, उसके बाद ट्रायल बैलेंस के बाद फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स बना लो, बैलेंस शीट बना लो, ठीक है। मुझे कल बोलना पड़ेगा, स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो चाहिए तो स्क्रीनशॉट लेके कल मुझे दिखाना है, ठीक है। आई विल एक्सप्लेन in the next class, but I'm expecting at least some information from you, at least something from you, okay. Try to journalize ledger and then classify basically, and then trial balance till balance sheet, do everything simple 6 transactions. Suppose Ramesh trader sole proprietor hai, he is having a grocery shop, okay. He started business with cash 50,000, ग्रोसरी शॉप के लिए 50,000 इन्वेस्ट किया था, गुड्स लेके आया था, मतलब ग्रोसरीज खरीद के लेके आया 20,000 कैश में। क्रेडिट में मोहन बोल के एक था, उससे क्रेडिट में लेके आया 10,000, सेल किया था 40,000 में, ठीक है। पूरा सेल कर दिया, क्लोजिंग स्टॉक कुछ नहीं है क्योंकि कहीं पे मेंशन नहीं था ना, तो एज्यूम पूरा सेल किया है। शॉप रेंट पे किया था 5,000, तो क्योंकि खुद का नहीं है तो किसी शॉप ने ले लिया था, 5,000 रेंट पेमेंट कर लिया। जो मोहन से क्रेडिट में लाया था उसको 10,000 दे दिया। अभी खत्म, बिजनेस खत्म, फिर बंद कर दिया बिजनेस, ठीक है। सोच लो बंद कर दिया या हो गया बिजनेस। अभी इसका जर्नल बनाना है, लेजर बनाना है, सिंपल एग्जांपल, हम टोटल अकाउंटिंग साइकिल समझने के लिए, ठीक है, विथ फिगर्स एंड एवरीथिंग, with format, with figures, everything we will discuss tomorrow. Then you will get a picture of what exactly accounting cycle is, okay. But before that, I want you to pass the journal entries. At least if the journal is correct, then the rest of all the accounting cycle will be correct. If the journal is wrong, then everything will be wrong, definitely. So pass the journal carefully. So your target at least is for tomorrow is, I want journal entries for these 6 cases, okay. You want to explain with me with reason, I'll ask you, okay. Trust me, I'm giving this homework not for my sake, for your sake, okay. The more you practice, the more knowledge you get, okay. Don't read that I am harassing you, okay. This is for your own good self, okay. So try to journalize these 6 based on that golden rules of accounting. Open that golden rules of accounting and see how to pass journal entry for these 6 transactions. Sorry, yeah, all 6 transactions are here. Yes, all these are 6 transactions. If you have any other opinions or no, this is only event, we'll discuss in the next class. Do you agree with me? Take a photo, take a screenshot of anything, whatever it may be. Agreed? Yes, you will come tomorrow. Yes sir, okay, very good. Hit on thumbs up button. Tomorrow let me see your journal entry capability. because this is the basic foundation of accounting. Okay, without this you cannot move further. If you know the basics, then you can draft journal entry for any difficult case also. Clear? Let's agree with this. Hit on thumbs up button before I finally leave. Yes sir, I will come tomorrow with journal entries. Yeah. Everyone. Yeah, very good. Yes. Thank you. You can take break before the next faculty joins. You have 20 minutes. Yeah.